Loud. Very loud.
Is it streaming? Going out? Is it streaming? Okay, we're on and it's streaming. Very loud. Do you remember which inputs are which?
I do. Middle is you. One is me. He's three.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Eagles Nest Athletic Arena located on the beautiful Bahia campus for tonight's sub-district contest between the Evergreen Wolverines and the Kingston Buccaneers. This is a big game for both teams. While a loss will not end their season tonight, a win will ensure a top seed in the district tournament, and that could make a big difference in the team's march to the state championship. When the stakes are this high, we like to remind everyone that as members of both the Olympic League and the CMA League, as well as the WIAA, we are committed to sportsmanship and fair play. Please be sure to keep your comments positive. Let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials make the calls. We're glad you're here tonight, and we appreciate your support, so enjoy the game. Your officials for tonight are Brian Strigge, Cheryl Ondrek, and Mark Knowles. The Wolverines are coached by Tony White and Otis Pimpleton. The Buccaneers are coached by Blake Connolly, Jeff Sawaki, Dave Cox, and Kyle Jansen. This time we ask that you please rise for the national anthem. Tonight's game. For the Wolverines, 5'8" junior number 3, Christian Sane. For the Buccaneers, 5'8" junior number 14, KT Dean. For the Wolverines, 6' junior number 11, Michael Abraha. For the Buccaneers, 6' senior number 3, Cody Combs. For the Wolverines, 5'6" senior number 5, Adrian Sork. For the Buccaneers, 6'2" senior number 5, Richie Sander. 2-inch senior number 12, Twan Lee. For the Buccaneers, 6'5" senior number 15, Sam Byers. For the Wolverines, 6' senior number 20, Kervin Miftari. And for the Buccaneers, 6'4" senior number 44, Lucas Mays.
Welcome to West Sound TV presents high school basketball, and believe it or not, we're into the postseason. This is the beginning. It's the sub-district contest held at the Eagles Nest at Klahowya Secondary School for the Olympic League 2A schools, and the Olympic League winning Kingston Buccaneers are going to host the Seamont League Evergreen Wolverines. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr. We've got Patricia Ann and Spencer Anderson on the cameras. Spencer is also streaming for the kidsapsun.com/GOTW. Game of the week. Mr. Brent Wooler directing, and at the microphones tonight with me, Kitty Campagna, and we're very happy to welcome Mr. Pat Duncan to the announcers table. And Pat, this is going to be a fun one tonight as we start out the postseason.
Yeah, thanks, Doc. Anytime playoff basketball rolls around, you know, brings a little excitement here to the West Sound area. And this Kingston squad is going to have their hands full tonight with this Evergreen team.
And we're underway, and right away, Kingston driving it.
And actually, the team that is hosting is that team in white, the Evergreen Wolverines, even though we're playing here in Klahowya. It had to do with what side of the bracket you're on. Have we gotten the starters for each of them yet, Pat?
No, they kind of got quick on the tip here, Kitty, if you want to run through those.
I'll give you the Evergreen ones. We got number 3, Christian Sains, number 5, Adrian Sorth, 11, Michael Abraha, 12, Twan Lee, 20, Kervin Miftari. And how about for Kingston?
Kingston's led by the man in the middle, Mr. Byers, right there, as he's going to do a little turnaround. And there's his first two. That's Sam Byers, the big senior. They've also got Cody Combs, number 3, Richie Sander, number 5, KT Dean, number 14, and number 44, Lucas Mays.
Well, and what isn't happening for the Evergreen Wolverines is that they're missing number 33, a junior, Alex Campbell, who is their man in the middle. He's home with strep throat.
That's going to hurt him, but they already got one offensive rebound, unable to put it back as the Buccaneers push the ball up.
Goes off of number 3, Christian Sains, junior co-captain for this Wolverine squad. KT Deem, the junior, is going to take that out of bounds.
And out front beyond that three-point line. Well, we're right almost down here in the middle of the action, Kitty.
Well, one of us is going to have to stand in front of the table if the ball comes flying this way.
Well, that's why we have Pat here.
I got it.
He's got the quick reactions.
Byers, another spin and a two-pointer off glass. That's a quick 4 for Sam Byers and the Kingston Bucks.
And Kingston in this one as the guests up on
Correct.
The scoreboard. Meaning the Evergreen Wolves in the white, or Wolverines in the white and green. Of course, Kingston is in the red and the gold, the colors of the Buccaneers.
Couple bodies go flying.
Yes, some action over there on that far side. Now, this is basically a seeding contest.
Very much so.
For the next step of postseason, which is the West Central District Tournament.
That is correct, and these 4 teams who are playing at Klahowya this evening are assured nothing worse than a number 4 seed going into districts.
Ooh,
and that is Richie Sander for 3.
And of course, we've got 1 is Kingston, 2 in the Olympic League, ended up being Squim. They'll
Correct.
be in that second game. And the Wolverines, 1 in the 2A Seamont,
And then Clover Park is here as one in the SPSL.
South, or SPSL 2A.
Correct.
And I believe
2A, 4A, South, North. There's too many SPSLs for most of us.
Long outsider rattles around, won't go down for the Wolverines. And once again, Kingston pushing it quickly up this way. Oh, nice job getting that ball inside.
Lucas Mays, the other big man on the front line. As you see, Kingston's going to pound the ball inside. They should have no problem with the size advantage, but then Richie Sander, good shooter from the outside. So,
yeah, we've seen Richie hit that three, and of course there is Lucas Mays at 6'4", Sam Byers at 6'5", and the Wolverines, their tallest player, Alex Campbell, at 6'4".
But he is missing with strep throat.
Oh, he was
he's the one.
The player who is missing with strep.
He is their co-captain double-double man who averages 14 points, 10 rebounds. Coach was not overly concerned. As we said, this is seeding. He's hoping to have him back in time for districts.
I'll tell you, Kingston's starting out fast tonight with a 9-0 lead over the Wolverines. Wolverines with the inbound. Did you get the players out there, Kitty?
We did.
All righty.
And I talked to Coach Conley prior to the game. He said they're going to play tough defense, push it inside, as Pat has pointed out, and control the tempo. Run when they can, but make sure that they put the Wolverines into a half-court offense.
And a foul going to be whistled down low. Coach Tony White for the Evergreen Wolverines.
It's Tony's 5th year, and he has turned around a program that had not won more than 3 games. So he's brought them back. They, in fact, not last year or this year, but the year before, they finally beat their 3A rival, Kennedy.
And Sains up to the free throw line. Shot number 1 is good, and the first points go on the board for the Evergreen Wolverines.
They probably weren't sure that basket worked until now.
And he is one of the co-captains out there.
He averages 10 points a game and 3 rebounds.
Second one down for Christian. A little full court pressure here by the Wolverines on Kingston.
I think this was expected. Coach Conley talked about handling the pressure.
And they work inside. Ooh, just a little short for Sam Byers. Evergreen clears it and heads the other direction.
Look how quickly those Buccaneers get back. Now, this is a team from day one that knew that they had to depend upon their guard play, and Coach White said that they go as their guards go.
And that one's going to be turnover, travel to the Buccaneers.
That's Cheryl Andre calling that one. Our other 2 referees, Mark Knowles and Brian Strigi, just a veteran crew here this evening.
Yeah, Strigi was an official when I was in high school.
Yeah, he's been around.
He thinks he looks good in stripes, I guess.
Oh, that shot short by KT, and again, they're pushing it out, but, Evergreen managed to maintain it for a moment, but
Richie Sander comes down with it.
Luck on the shot, and yep, number 6 with it for the Buccaneers.
I read an article in the Times that had a really nice description of some of the drills that Coach White does with these boys. One of them is called the bowling ball drill, and they start at one end of the court. He rolls the ball down, and 2 guys chase for it, diving, skinning, doing whatever they need to. And I don't know if there's any real reward for getting there first. Maybe playing time.
Evergreen working it around outside the three-point line. 3-point shot is good. Oh, only a 2 on that one.
It was Michael Abraha on the free ball.
All right, it was a 3, and there's a takeaway by Evergreen. Abraha sends it down to Lee, and they'll go back out front, start that half-court game again.
They have a couple of them who are pretty strong from three-point land that I saw in their stats. Tommy Hong, number 4, who's not out there, is a big three-pointer. Tuan Lee is another one of their big three-point shooters, number 12.
That's Sains with it there, and he hands off to Abraha. He'll work it around again, and there is, I believe, was that 12?
That one's Kervin Miftari.
Oh, okay.
It must be the pink shoes. I asked Coach where you get that many pink shoes, and he said you got to order it.
Oh, nice play by Sam Byers.
Sam keeps getting choose the hard way.
2.5 minute mark here in number 1, and Evergreen's pulled back into this game 11-8, only down by 3. Well, I thought we had a problem with the cameras at first when I saw those pink shoes there.
Well,
didn't know.
Last year they had just pink shoelaces. This year they went full out. They've done some fundraising as well.
Nice shot from the corner that time. That was worth 2, and that was Adrian Sorth.
And already it's just within 1 point.
Cody Combs in the game, and he passes off to Sam Byers.
Byers with 8 points already.
Well, 13-10, Pat. It's only a 3-point lead now. Kingston started out with that quick 9-0 run.
Yeah, but Evergreen's been able to come back kind of with that pressure, and they hit the 2 outside threes. And they kind of got the groove a little bit, so it looks like we got a good game.
Down into the corner. Brahal drive, sent it across court for the jump shot. Pretty smooth there by Kerman.
Miftari.
Yeah. And at the 126 mark, Evergreen within 1 point of the Buccaneers, 13-12.
One thing that this Wolverines club looks to be doing well is they're driving, penetrating, and kicking to the open guy. And when they're open, they're making their shots. So,
yeah, that 3-point shot can bring you back into a game awfully quick.
Richie Sander will bring it down. Ooh, and Sam Byers gets whacked from behind. Ball gets loose. That'll be a foul on
Twan Lee.
Evergreen.
Yep, number 12, the senior.
That looked like he was practicing his tight end move that he's going to be doing for Air Force.
Ooh, takeaway by Abraha.
Cody
and
Combs.
on the other end, Cody Combs gets it back for the Buccaneers. Right here in the corner, Mr. KT.
That was a tough shot, too. He had a hand right in his face, but found the twine.
And KT's not the tallest guy out there.
Well, height isn't a big thing for this Evergreen team either.
Outside shot is going to go over the backboard, and it'll go to Kingston.
So, Doc, I keep straining to look through the cheerleaders and should just look at my monitor because I hear it's on TV today.
That's right, and going live
It
to
is.
the world over the kidsapsun.com/GOTW. Game of the week.
Seems like this full court pressure Evergreen's put on has kind of got in Kingston's game plan a little bit.
And there's that outside jumper by Dean. Another 3 for KT.
But when that's working, go back to it.
That's right. 19-12 with under 30.
Well, that's something we've noticed with Kingston all year. They have both things. They got that inside game with Byers. They have several good 3-point shooters as well.
Ooh, and that's going to be over and back. That'll give Kingston 14 seconds to do something, put some more points on the board.
Peter Ho's actually lucky that was called over and back because he saved it back to a Kingston guy who could have taken it the length of the court for a possible 2 points.
8 seconds.
Dean's feeling it.
Oh, yeah, that one almost went in, just rattled around. And at the end of quarter number 1, the Buccaneers lead 19-12 over the Evergreen Wolverines. Well, pretty good first half, guys.
Definitely a couple different runs by, started off with Kingston up 9-0. Just like that, Evergreen's back. Kingston, they kind of going back and forth, so should be a good one.
And again, the physical matchup's a little different. Kingston, a little bigger team on the inside, but Evergreen looks like they've definitely got some speed that they can really press on.
Evergreen does lines at the beginning of practice, in the middle of practice, at the end of practice. So these guys are in really, really good shape. And we know we have 2 number 1s coming in here, so we're expecting good basketball out of both of these groups.
And I hated the lines. The lines.
Oh, yeah. You run until you puke sometimes, and when you puke, then you run some more.
Well, yeah, then don't they have to run again if you do? I think that's one of the rules.
Yeah, that's right. Well, happy to have you with us here on BKAT on video replay and live on the internet on the KidsThatSun.com/game of the week, which is GOTW in internet language.
Yes, that's internet language. I like it.
So we're ready to begin the second quarter here, and the Buccaneers are up by 7, 19-12. Evergreen will get the inbound.
You know, I don't think you can rest against this Evergreen team. You think, oh, good, I got a 7-point lead, but as we saw, they can make that disappear pretty quickly.
Well, Richie Sander putting on some good pressure behind the half-court line. Evergreen gets it across, though. So they'll work it around the outside. Long outside shot, and rebound goes to Kingston.
Lucas Mays getting that rebound. Lucas with a lot of length.
And a pink shoe on the ball, knocking it out of bounds.
And Brian Straggy says, reset that shot clock.
Sander with the inbound into KTT. Now the Kingston guys have all kinds of different colored shoes.
Yeah, they didn't get together in order.
Oh, the alley-oop! Didn't quite get it up in the air path, but Sam Byers hangs in with it.
Yeah, the N1, you saw the zone defense that time by Evergreen. Kind of got a little complacent, and you can't let the big man get a free path to the hole.
Yeah, I was ready for the alley-oop. Didn't quite get high enough for Sam. Or Sam didn't get quite high enough.
I think the pass wasn't quite where he could have done that.
There, a nice free throw shot.
Sam with 11 points already.
Yeah, back up. It's a 10-point lead, 22-12 now for the Buccaneers. 7-minute mark here in quarter number two. Cut around there, and nice defense by Kingston. But that time going down the baseline.
I've shot that in my backyard. I'm not sure you're allowed on a regular court to do that one.
And it'll be the reverse for Abraham. And he'll go up to the free throw line for a chance to make three the old-fashioned way. It's through. Sanders with it. KT Dean inside to Lucas Mays this time. He'll kick it to Byers at the free throw line. Byers will take it to the paint. Ooh, I like to see that pat on a big man.
He lumbered to the hole, and there's nobody up in his area. He was all alone.
Well, and Mays did a really nice job of clearing that lane for him as well.
24-15 lead for the Buccaneers. Nice pass inside by the Wolverines, but they can't do anything with it.
He met Byers down low.
He'll take that outside three-pointer. Shot is off. Ball's loose. Evergreen comes away with it, and they're going to say knocked out of bounds by Kingston.
Those extra hustle points for Evergreen, trying to get second and third opportunities, have really kept them in this ball game so far.
And that shot is off the front of the iron. Abraham with the long shot up, and the rebound pulled down by Kingston. And that time the pass was a little too far ahead for Sam to run it down.
We complained the last one was a little bit short, so we're going to need something right in the middle there.
And Sains will bring it across half court for the Wolverines.
16 seconds on the shot clock.
And they'll try that long three again. And this time Abraham gets the rebound, though, to keep it alive for Evergreen. Ooh, let's see what this one is. Oh, it's going to be player control foul. The charge, which Dave never did explain to us.
We didn't ask. He is actually here. I think we got on to another subject, and he is here tonight right behind us. If you desperately need him, we can bring him in.
Well, he said it would take a half hour to
He did say, we offered him the halftime time.
discuss the charge.
Cody's over here going, I am open, guys.
There he is, but KT will take the shot.
Oh!
And by then, they weren't sure it was a 3 still, I tell you. KT with 9, doing it a little bit quicker way than what Sam Byers has done with his 11.
27-15 lead for the Buccaneers.
Actually, I think Sam has 13 now. Ooh, that might have been a little travel.
Well, shot is off, though, and Kingston pulling it down. Pretty much 1 and out for Evergreen. And they're going to call a foul on Evergreen.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Twan Lee. A little push there as they come across the middle.
Twan's taking some beatings out there because he's also the one with the foul on Sam Byers earlier.
Yeah, it's a tough spot when you're playing, you're 6 foot playing center in high school playoff basketball.
Kingston with it.
Evergreen team playing in a CMont 2A, 3A league, so they have some variety of their competition.
And Mays' shot goes down for the Bucks.
May's second basket of the day.
That jumper is good for number 12, Twan Lee. And yeah, Twan is 6'3", but he does not have the bulk of tight end bound Sam Byers. Uh-oh, they're going to call a player control on Lucas Mays.
Yeah, he looked like he hooked him as he kind of tried to do a drop step down there. You got to watch that arm. That was the old Sean Kemp move.
I was going to say, the old pro move.
And
for the old pros that can't move much anymore.
Yep.
Get that hook working.
the gentleman he hooked is new into the game, number 34, David Prieto, a junior for the Evergreen Wolverines.
Halfway through the second quarter here, and it's a 29-17 lead for the Buccaneers. This game is played on Friday night, February 10. And the winner of this game will play the winner of game number 2 here tomorrow.
Correct.
And that will be for first and second seed from this area to the districts.
Well, all the ones in the sub-districts are also then in the districts. So the 12 seeds that they pull out of it will then play. But if you're one of the top 4 seeds, you have a bye in that first game. And if you win one game, you're guaranteed a trip to the next portion.
Which is the day 1 of state, but it's not.
It's regionals.
Same.
And they've changed that format from last year where there were a double set of games. In fact, I think you could end up playing as many as 3 games to 1 and done. But that's by seeding. So it's like the top seed versus the lowest seed.
Oh, long outside shot is off, and Kingston fights for the rebound and grabs it. Cody Combs.
Combs wanting that ball on the offensive end as well.
The whistle blows on that one. That was Hunter Jones, and going to be a turnover. Three
12
minutes,
points.
pretty fast first half.
Oh, you're not
there.
kidding. Took us longer to set up than this game's going to take, that's for sure.
Under 3 here in the first half. And again, that long outside shot is nowhere near for Christian Sains. Richie Sander over here, over to Sam Byer. And he tried to get it to Jones. Ball gets loose, and Evergreen saves it from out of bounds. Abraha pushing it up the other way.
Slowing it down. This is a pace that Coach Conley was kind of hoping for. Ooh, double bodies hitting the floor.
Plenty of time on the shot clock for Evergreen. They'll keep working it around. Down to 10 now on the shot clock. Here's 5, and won't go down. Once again, 1 and out for the Wolverines.
Good job by Prieto taking away that baseline.
Jones's shot is off, but ooh, there's the sky rebound.
Comes off nicely. Byers puts it back, draws another foul. He's going to make a living at this line if this continues tonight.
I think he had the hops there to stuff it down if he had the opportunity.
You could tell he was disappointed he didn't make it for the chance for the and one.
Yeah, nice shot from the free throw line for Sam. Nothing but net. More changes for Coach White on the Evergreen team. Connor Wall in the game for Kingston. And that one's off. Rebound pulled down by Kerben Neftari.
Byers with 14 points tonight.
That's Sains with it. Goes down to the corner to Prieto. And that shot is off, but this time Evergreen gets it back, and we'll have a second opportunity, which is off and out of bounds to Kingston. Nope, they're going to say to Evergreen.
Brady Sundquist did a nice job underneath there trying to get the defensive rebound.
Evergreen with the inbound.
To start Asipa in the game now, number 2 off of the Wolverine squad.
And Sorth will get bailed out on that one, and Evergreen will get a trip to the free throw line, they say.
So, Doc, when I was looking
I
up...
guess the ball had been gathered.
Could be, yeah. Oh, nope.
Oh,
They're going to take it out of bounds.
I was going to say, I didn't think it was a shooting foul. Okay, there's the long outside shot by Sains, and won't go down. Nice rebound that time.
Sundquist.
Yep, Brady down low. Back out to KT, and from our angle, you could see that was just a little off.
Sam was sandwiched and got it out quickly.
Sorth with it out front. Now under a minute to go here in the second quarter.
So, Doc, when I looked up this Evergreen team, it's a Highline School District. That particular school district has 6 different languages that website can be pulled up in. So it is a multicultural school district, and you see that as well on the members of this team.
Now, the 3 of us here at the table remember that semi-pro football game up at Highline. The only thing is you can't play past 11
we did
o'clock.
Shoreline,
I
thought.
Well,
Yep.
Was it Shoreline?
That
You're
was
correct.
Shoreline.
Okay, the Shoreline district.
I was just going to let it go.
Oh, okay. Kitty correct.
I'm never that nice, Pat. He knows that. Usually it's just me going, really?
6 seconds. And it'll be Evergreen's ball, but they've got 3 seconds left to do something with it. Not much time. Coach Conley questioned something over there.
Yeah, they got to get something on the way to the basket here, some sort of cut. See what this pass looks like.
That or an open 3. Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, that was most dangerous man on the court is the
Yeah.
one that inbounds it, and he ends up putting the final 2 points in the half on the board for Evergreen. But at the end of the first half, Buccaneers 30, Wolverines 19. Well, pretty tough looking job by the Kingston Buccaneers, Pat.
Yeah, like Kitty was saying earlier, they can get you inside, they can get you outside, but the guy I was most impressed with was the senior Cody Combs. He was hustling all over the court. Every loose ball he was around, and that's what's going to get it done for Kingston throughout these playoffs.
And I don't believe we saw Cody in that last Kingston game.
There was a
that we did.
disciplinary action, is what I have been told.
Okay, so he was not in the ball game.
That is correct.
We did last week. So, well, anyway, good to have you with us. We are West Sound TV. We've got Patricia Ann and Spencer Anderson on the cameras. We've got Brent Woolard directing, and here at the table, it's Pat Duncan, Kitty Campagna, and the Dr. Doc Parr. We want to thank the Kitsap Sun for streaming this game live on the internet at kitsapsun.com/GOTW. And we will be back with that second half for you shortly.